All right, guys, welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna try to give you a little culinary lesson from my house. And if you notice, I have in mise en place already. I've got some maple syrup, some cinnamon. I also have a cutter here that I'm gonna use to cut some pears. My measuring spoon, and back behind here is a cast iron skillet. So today we're gonna make Pear Tarte Tatin, which is basically a rustic pie made in the oven. I also have a sheet of puff pastry. It's going to be kind of hard for you to see. It's chilled, but I had to take it out enough so we could unfold it. You can do a little cheat and buy it at the store. Okay, so right now I have a little larger cast iron skillet in the oven. It's a 10-incher. My oven's at 425, getting nice and hot. So while that's getting nice and hot, I'm gonna take and prep my pears. I've already measured out some cinnamon. It's a teaspoon in this container, and I have a half a cup of maple syrup. It's simple, 5-ingredient or less recipe, okay? So use my measuring spoon for my cinnamon. Now I'm gonna take my cutter that is going to take these pears and cut them into some nice wedges that we're just going to set aside here as we move on. Do all of them. Simple recipe. You can use any type, not any type of fruit, but you could use plums, you could use peaches, apples. Apples are very common in this. This is a Jamie Oliver 5-ingredient or less, and he uses plums. So it's kind of what is in season. I had some ripe pears at home, and I also had puff pastry in my freezer, and everything else was also in my cupboard. So once your pears are done like this, we're simply gonna wait for the very hot skillet in the oven. Once that is nice and hot, you're gonna put a tablespoon of water in it, and you're gonna arrange these pears. They're very nice and soft, so I really don't have to cook them all that much. Then we're gonna cover them with a little cinnamon, puff pastry, and I can't forget the maple syrup. It's what's gonna make it sweet.